Live at Valentine P. Moscato Stadium in beautiful northeastern Massachusetts for tonight's game of OA Tigers versus the Attleboro Bombardiers. Not the Red Rocketeers, the Bombardiers. Not North Attleboro, Attleboro. These guys are blue. The Red Rocketeers are, you guessed it, red. It is Friday, May 7th. Temperature is 57 degrees. The time is 5:38. My lovely wife, my partner in crime, shutting the window. Why are you shutting the window? It's not that cold. Just said it's 57 degrees.
Did you say welcome back to the COVID sensation?
You know what? It's really not COVID anymore. Technically, it is. There's no COVID corner. This is not soccer. This is lacrosse.
Right.
Some people call it lax, L-A-X. Not ax, X. I'm already screwing up.
Lax. Well, we got to come up with something. COVID draw.
COVID draw, okay.
But thank goodness all the rules are back to normal.
Yes, we are
so we
back
can
to
actually
normal.
play legit games.
I want to dedicate tonight's game to my father, Rick Cross, who passed away 3 weeks ago. His grandson, Brendan, is one of the captains, so congratulations to Brendan Cross, a senior. Other captains this year are Remy Creighton. Congratulations to Remy. And
Michael Brannigan.
Michael Brannigan. And who's Michael Brannigan? I'm trying to find what number he is. Let me do the numbers. Thank you, Wendy, stepping in as always. Is that anything? Okay. 7. Michael, I'm sorry you're not on the official roster. Therefore, we have to call you the non-entity. But you're a captain. We all know you.
Yeah, I think he's 25.
Michael's 25. How can you miss him? I don't think that's him. We're joined by our sideline reporter, Jenna Moran, but she's up in the booth. So therefore, how can you be a sideline reporter if you're up in the booth?
It works.
There you go.
11:27 to go, 11:26 to go. Remy, get that in! Remy, it in!
You're going the wrong way, Kevin.
Damn it. Where was the goalie?
That's the wrong side.
Huh?
They scored.
Well, when we're 5 minutes in, we've already royally screwed up. Hey, what are you going to do?
No. There's no we in that. You did. I did.
We're married. It's a we. Everything's a we.
No.
My money's your money. Your money's my money.
Not in our relationship.
We mess up. It's okay.
You speak louder than I do, so when you speak wrong, it's all you.
I can take that. Noah Islip playing goal for OA. He's a rockin' sophomore. Definitely a young team this year. What do you think, Jen?
It is a young team. It's very young. A lot of newbies.
Yes.
Stellar effort on the face-off by Carl Eric Nelson.
Unfortunately, last year we graduated a lot of seniors, right? I mean, how many seniors? 13 seniors last year were unable to play due to COVID season.
And last
So
year,
we are
OA would've
starting-
been nasty.
We are starting new team.
It's the banner we never got.
Yes.
The banner never got. How appropriate.
They're moving the ball around, looking for the good shot, being patient.
Constantly moving through the crease. That's right. I'm going to whip out some lacrosse terms.
Really?
Yep. Like when the other team gets a penalty, you know what we are? We're a man up.
Mm-hmm.
When we get a penalty and someone's off the field, guess what we are?
Man
We're a
down.
man down. Very good. You're already picking up.
Kevin, you do realize I was the
Remy.
fantastic
Fire that ball, Remy!
youth coach.
Oh, good save.
Nice save by
Number
Edwards.
13, check out the number when he's such a crack assistant. Actually, you're supposed to be the play-by-play. I'm simply the color guy.
Well, when
And
you
you know what else makes no sense? I'm wearing a light blue vest because I represent New Amsterdam Vodka. Yet light blue is the Bombardiers. But I'm also wearing an OA hat, and I have an OA mask. COVID's still with us, you know. I also want to send a shout out to all my fans who happen to be Karens. I'm back and deal with it. When they're cutting to the net, constant movement, cutting. So pregame interview with Coach Ben Devlin, who, by the way, is one of the best coaches in the school, let alone the best lacrosse has ever had. He married Jenna Moore. I mean, my God, right there. That's a bonus right there. They could go 0 for 20, but he married Jen, so he's a winner in my book.
He's an Amorum. Not a Devon.
Always setting
In
up.
Amorum. They're passing around, Kevin. See what they're doing is passing around, looking for the best shot.
Yes, they
You
are.
cannot rush it.
The sheriff, Wyatt Fritchman, number 6. He's widery and he's fast.
Now, I don't think that the boys have.
Oh, what a move! Oh,
Nice
what a goal!
goal. That was number.
Wesley Tower with the underhanded scoop. We're going to call it underhanded scoop shot.
Or just
Kind of like scooping an ice cream.
It's
But
just-
instead of ice cream, it's a tasty treat. The goal is an even more of a tasty treat.
It's just an underhand shot.
No, we can call it the underhand.
He's not scooping.
It's a scoop.
Scoop is when
Well,
you're
scoop's when they
pulling-
fit off the floor, I know, but you know. It's still that action of scooping down, shooting it down.
But he wasn't shooting it down.
He shot it down.
Okay.
It was a scooping action.
Whatever you'd like, Kev. He got it in the net. That's all that matters. But I decided to say I don't think the boys have the shooting space rule that the girls do. That silly rule.
Thank God, that rule stinks.
There's a big difference between the boys and the girls lacrosse. I love watching girls lacrosse. It's a much more skilled game than the boys. I can say that because I coached them. Not that I
Wendy,
played
you
it.
have to go to a
But-
you have to go to a harassment training for that. I'm kind of offended.
But
You just insulted all
the
mankind.
girls, I didn't. Any boy will probably admit to you that it's more skilled because you got to be able to cradle it.
Boy, you really shouldn't say boy anymore.
Men,
you
young
can't even say
man.
man anymore.
Please don't start.
Don't start what?
But the girls don't have a pocket. The boys have a pocket.
Oh, what a hit! Don't! And a goal!
So the girls don't have a
Ben
pocket.
Reardon with
So
a
they
heck of a
need
play.
to be able to cradle it a little bit better.
I hear you.
What? didn't.
Why did that count? Jen, you're our salary reporter. Go to the sideline and get us clarification.
Was it a penalty? What was happening? Illegal? Did he go in the crease?
1-1. Ben Reardon just got jobbed of his first goal. He's a strapping young sophomore. Getting it done. He was hit and he still shot. Simply not right.
The OA roster?
It's like missing kids.
It's missing kids though.
See, when someone said "Let's go blue," makes me think of the Giants. Better was Big Blue. I'm kind of offended that Attleboro stole my Giants nickname. There's only one Big Blue.
Jen's already shaking her head, but little does she know that Ben asked Kevin to do this.
And your name, sir?
My name?
Yeah.
Jim Rose.
From where?
From Easton.
Jim Rose from Easton just took the roster. He wants to be an educated fan. We appreciate you, Jim.
I know Wyatt Fritchman.
You know Wyatt Earp?
Right?
Yeah.
Wyatt's nasty. Wyatt, your friend Jim is looking for you.
Was making sure he's still on the roster because I hadn't come out this season yet.
He's out there playing right now.
I guess he was number 6. I guessed right.
There
There
you
you
go.
go.
And he had a stellar goal, too.
I got it from the MIA, downloaded it from the MIA, but it doesn't have everybody on it.
Oh, yeah. I was supposed to get that from Ben. But anyway, in my pregame conversation with Ben, when I forgot to ask him for the roster, because Wendy, the crack play-by-play girl, got the roster for us. Ben said the key to today's game, execution.
I'm sorry, I missed it. What?
Ben said the key to today's game is execution.
They're gonna do executed plays. Execute the plays. There goes Michael Brannigan. Number 28. That's the girls' roster. There you go.
Well, he's the
Jen-
captain. It's shame on the MIAA.
Jen's going
That's
to get
right, shame on it. Shame.
Jen's going to get us an official roster.
Nice.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, I think the ref just tossed someone.
Nope. But the ref is speaking to the crowd.
What did someone in the crowd do, Wendell?
I don't know. They must have commented. I was distracted. About you talking about the rosters. So where's the sun? It is spring, you know.
It's New England, you know.
I know, but I've changed my clothes. I'm ready for summer.
How can the MIA give us a faulty roster?
I don't know.
I don't get it. Shame on them.
Shame. Shame.
Oh boy.
Shame, I say. Ref barking commands. See, when we have long sticks in lacrosse, we have short sticks in lacrosse.
They're actually called long poles.
Long poles, long sticks. 44, 45, whatever it takes.
You're
Mr.
going-
Mom reference. There's the first movie reference of the night.
If you're going to announce lacrosse, have the correct terminology.
Listen,
You should have looked up.
I
the
talk
words.
about life. All right, I just talk about life. With the game
Okay,
spackled
Attleboro
in,
is
spackled in
Moving
between.
down again.
Oof, wild shot by number 7.
And you
Good
understand,
effort, though.
Do you understand
Good
why
effort.
they do that? They throw that so that they can have the advantage. Because the first person to sidelines with a pull out
Uh-huh.
gets the advantage, gets the ball.
When he was a coach, you know. Very vocal referee today.
Wow. Jen made it very fast over. She's already over there. She's quick.
Mm-hmm.
Do you notice her little bag over here? Disney bag? They're such a Disney family. I love it.
The Devlins are a Disney family. It's a beautiful thing. It's a very magical place.
Nothing bad happens in Disney. Except for some alligators and such.
That's right. The alligator almost ate it. Did he eat a kid, or did he almost eat a
I
kid?
don't know. I mean, I'm not laughing about that. That was very sad, but
Oh, I'm not laughing either. I'm just saying. But yeah, that was nutty. That was like 2 years ago, I think.
yeah.
But I think the idiot parent actually went over the fence. Oh, that's a goal, Wendy, by Attleboro, the Bombardiers.
All right, they moved it around.
Definitely a nice play. I believe number 8 fired it home. That'll be 2-1 the Attleboro Bombardiers at 5:50 at night. And when you are correct, the temperature is changing. Down to 57 degrees.
It's getting cold.
It's going to be 54 by 7 p.m. And at 6 p.m. it says it's going to go to 55, so it'll be 2 degrees more.
I needed to be up to 60 something.
Face off, all about the quick wrist, Wendy. Quick wrist in the face off of lacrosse.
I think it'd be very hard to play with those long poles like that.
Gotta love Carl Eric. He picked up the sport as a freshman. And look at him now.
Yep.
I want to commend Dylan Couples coming back to the sport for his senior year. And Drew Nicola, God bless him, it's his 4th sport this year during the COVID year. He came out to help the boys out.
I love it. Playing 4 sports. How many people can say that?
We got Ben Cohen as a senior. Who else is a senior? Jack Maggot.
Gosh, that Remy is fast. If any OA parents are listening, I don't know. I want to make sure everybody saw the email for the senior parents. We'll be doing the senior pictures tomorrow. Boys should be at the field at 8:50, dressed, having their uniform, a full uniform with the black shirts. So we can take pictures for the banners. If parents would like to order fatheads for the seniors, those are $25, and please Venmo them to the OA Lacrosse Boosters.
Good job, Wendy. Whatever going on here there, Wendy.
I believe it's an indirect. Again, passing around, looking for the better shot.
Going in and out of the box, cutting, Wendy, cutting, if you will.
Yes, that is what they are doing. Oof, that was a nice shot. The goalie saved it. Nice save, goalie.
Well, you know
And
what's
so-
ironic? He's a goalie. He's number 13. Good old lucky 13. Sometimes you got to be lucky as a goalie. Well, that was a good skill save. I'm going to give him that much.
Goes Remy to try it again.
Here comes Remy, the captain. Fiddles, diddles. First Shawnee Most reference tonight. Oh, Rasta Monster Carroll with a fire! But he's a little bit wide. Wide right, Wendy. You know what wide right means. Scott Norwood, Super Bowl 25. The glory win, the glory.
Nice. Nice shot. Who's number 6? We have number 6.
Wyatt.
Someone.
Wyatt
it is a
just
Wyatt.
lighting it up again. That's
Nice
2.
job, Wyatt.
Wyatt Earp. He's laying down the law when laying down the law. Bump ting.
Who's number 5 on defense?
For Attleboro for us.
Yes.
5 is Remy.
Ah. I didn't know Remy was defense.
He's not.
Ball thrown away.
If Remy's paying midi, he can go in and out of the box, right?
Correct.
The box being the 30-yard line, Wendy,
the
where,
midi.
where certain players can't go outside the box. Explain to the viewing audience who can't go beyond the 30-yard
I'm
line.
sure if they're watching, they know how to play the game. But
I
basically,
disagree.
for the announcer who doesn't know the sport, the midi can go up and down the field wherever
And who-
they want to
and
go.
who can't leave the box? I'm talking pure
The
term.
attack,
Wendy.
the attack can only go as far as it looks like they're doing 45, the 50.
It's the 30.
Back in the,
Good defense, good defense.
and then the defense can go only as far as the restraining line.
So they were restrained by the box then.
Not really a box in
That's
lacrosse.
what the coach said. He said he
Okay.
called it the box.
Okay.
I go with the coach says, all right?
Okay.
Good defense.
Definitely knows.
Oh,
where
B
the
set a
back- sure.
pick. Right with the oh, behind the back pass. Good try, Remy. And it completed. No roster from the coach?
No, they had one, but they gave it to Attleboro.
Okay.
I know he doesn't like to have a lot out there
Yep.
all the time, but I'll make sure next time.
We
It's
have
just
it.
so frustrating because these numbers aren't necessarily accurate.
I have my hands on one today too.
Well, next time we will have an updated roster for this game. OA fans will have to bear with us.
Grin and bear it, Wendy. Grin and bear it. Congratulations to Ben Cohen, a 4-year player. Is his senior year as well.
Is that Ben right there, number 11, I think? Oh,
Yes, it is. Very good, Wendy. You picked up.
I noticed his speed.
You just smelled what I was cooking, and I'm kind of impressed.
I could tell by his speed.
He
who
is
it was.
fast. Fast. Carl Eric Nelson, another senior. Trying to go
Oh.
through all the seniors.
Who's number 21?
21 is Ross Carroll, Ross the Monster
All right.
Carroll.
Ross.
Former Golden Bear, world famous Golden Bears.
Mhm.
And now they're graduating high school. Who'd have thunk it?
Another little pitch. Anybody is looking to donate, the 2021 seniors at Oliver Ames could use some help, as I'm sure Attleboro could also. These kids had a couple of rough 2 years, haven't been able to fundraise, and they're trying to do their senior activities.
See, Wendy, from when we were announcing soccer, we play a lot of teams that were in the Hockomock. We were in the Hockomock, and I hated them all. But I can't hate Attleboro because they weren't in the Hockomock.
They were?
No,
We used to play them.
they weren't in the Hockomock, though.
It was so different when we were kids.
Oh,
Ooh. Gosh, they just rocket those shots in there. I don't know how these goalies saved them. That was a great save by Attleboro's goalie.
Number 13. We're gonna call him Lucky. Because he's wearing 13 and we don't have his name in the Attleboro code. Actually,
Oh, I do.
oh, you do have it on the phone.
Sorry. Blocking.
Oh, is he calling a penalty on Remy for that?
I don't have a number 13 on here.
That's from the coach.
Well, I know maybe he's. Oh, it's on the bottom here. Harry. His name's Harry. 13, Harry.
Good
Goalie's Harry.
defense. Little sharp motion for our son, Brendan Cross. A nice play on defense. Got rid of that biscuit. No goal. 2-2. Got an exciting game. Temperature, ooh, it went just like that. It went down to 55. Now, is this Apple trying to follow their app saying it's 55? Or, you know, if it said 6 grams go to 55, or is this a bunch of bull? Huh? I need to know. Jake's mom's waving to us.
I love how Noah announces where everybody is.
That's what the goalies do.
I know.
I remember Timmy Ryan, our nephew, used to scream his head off. Nice play, nice play.
Pickup.
Wyatt Frischman came all the way back and stole that ball. Good team defense right there, Wendell. OA trying to set up. Get close to the crease, man. Get closer to the crease, when.
Remy's
Captain
going
Creighton
in.
has it.
Just looks so calm and cool and collected. Just running around there.
He is good. Very good player.
Oh.
Dougie Oliveira, number 7. Just pass the ball off. Ben Cohen.
Who's number 18?
I'm sorry, I thought that was number 11. 18 is, oh, Ben Reardon. See, Ben Cohen, Ben Reardon, it's a Ben thing. That's why I thought the 8 was a 1. It all makes sense. Dougie with a, we're going to call that an errant pass.
I think that one was wrong with his glove.
I don't know, he kind of stared at his stick like, what?
Oh, this number 9 is coming in hot. Number
Flying.
9.
He was on a bombing run, Wendy. Get it? He was on a bombing run.
Elia Turner.
Elijah?
Maybe Elijah.
Elijah. Elijah, you know who that's like? Elijah Manning, Eli Manning. I wonder if he's related in any way. Of course, his first name's Elijah, and his last name was what?
Turner.
Yeah, Turner. No, that's not Manning. But hey, Eli's Eli.
Nice save by Noah.
Noah Islip getting it done. Nice pass to Remy. Noah has a huge crowd here tonight.
Yes.
What a move by Remy. Fire that home. Oh, what a goal! That was beautiful.
Nicely executed.
Just what Coach Cohen, just what Coach Ben Devlin. There's a lot of Bens on this team.
Yes.
A lot of Bens. Coach Devlin did say execution. Execution is the key.
Julie is running up. What is going on?
Yeah.
Can I just congratulate you? Your son's going to such a great school. Thank you. I want him to go there. He won't get in. Is he psyched?
He is very excited. Julie is asking us about Brendan. He's committed to University of Maryland, and she's congratulating. Did you know you're live on?
No, I didn't.
On
know.
Facebook.
Oh, you're live
I'm
on.
just so happy. So
Yes,
excited.
thank you. Thank you, thank you. Julie, you come into the press box and you don't know that you're live. We're live on
I
Facebook.
want to give you my congrats.
Thank you so much.
Go away.
Go OA.
And your son is a sophomore?
He is
Yes.
a sophomore.
There you go.
Yes.
And he made varsity, so good for him.
Thank you. Proud of him.
See?
He worked hard.
All right.
It's well deserved.
Remy again. Oh, what a pass! Put it in! Oh! Great setup. Great
Shut that
setup.
door, it's closed.
See, and then here's the problem. We don't know who number 18 is. Sorry, number 18. We don't have an accurate roster. But it's a
Isn't
good
that-
try.
18 isn't that roster? Isn't that?
Oh, wait. No, I take it back. That's not Ben.
Yeah.
Ben.
We just
Weird.
went over that.
Too many Bens. I'm sorry. I'm all confused. The coach is Ben. Oh, Brendan Cross, good hit.
Oh.
Yeah, B! Yeah! That's right, Captain!
Oh. No, now he's. Oh.
Oh, he playing tough tonight. Brannigan all over him.
Who's number 25?
That's the issue. Wider, the sheriff is maneuvering in the middle of the field. That kid is fast.
Yep.
Takes his time, sets up when he's taking his time, he's setting up.
Looking for the pass, gonna move it around.
You want to be patient. You don't want to rush it. You want to be patient. Well, I'll tell you now,
Ben Reardon to Remy.
for the second game of the year, you can see that the boys' Mariners are definitely calming down. I think
Yes.
last night in Mansfield, a lot of opening day jitters. A lot of young kids playing for this program. Definitely a young program yet again, with all the seniors graduating. All you kids out there thinking of playing, definitely play. It's a great sport. And like I said, Coach Devlin's done a heck of a job. Yeah, Harry!
Nice save by Harry from Attleboro.
Well, we're calling him Lucky because he's wearing number 13.
But his name is Harry because I found it on the roster.
Harry Lucky, number 13.
Okay. Number 12 coming down.
Nice defense.
Jack. Oh, we're playing.
Nope, it's still even
Oh.
strength. Noah barking up signals, telling them where the ball is going, so you know where it is. Nice shell set up by the defense, Wayne. It's a nice shell.
Well, they're playing zone. Zone defense.
AKA a nice shell. Good defense by Brennan Cross in the 34. Good defense in general by the whole team thus far. 3-2, all the way up one. See, the attacks can't go out of the box one.
The what?
The attacks can't go out of the box. That's where they are.
They can, they're just not going down. They can go as far as the restraining line.
Which is the box.
Okay.
Up. The Penguin just threw a flag.
But again, the difference between boys and girls, which I love that the boys do this, he's throwing the flag, but he's allowing the game to play.
similar to hockey, I believe. Once the penalized team gets possession of the ball, that's when they
Correct.
got to stop the play.
Correct.
Not a lot of similarities between hockey and lacrosse, you know.
Well, there's less similarities between everything. Hockey.
But I think hockey especially.
Hockey, soccer,
Do you know that up in
lacrosse.
Canada, you know what the number one game in Canada is?
Lacrosse?
Lacrosse. Yes, it
Really?
is.
It's not hockey?
It's lacrosse.
That's craziness. Now, how in the world do you know such a...
Wendy,
Weird
I'm a color
info.
guy. I'm a color guy. That's what I do. You're the play-by-play.
Not really, but...
Remember your role.
Remember, they were scratching the bottom for people. And again, I can't recommend enough that people come out and volunteer to announce. It is fun. Nice on the shot.
Oh, Remy.
Jeez, he just has
firing the
a
ball deep.
laser.
Laser.
4-2. Oh.
Hey, Remy! That'll be 4-2 now, Wendy.
Yes, it is, Kevin.
You know, Coach Evelyn did make a point to me. He says, you know, Kevin, lacrosse is very similar to hockey. You need face-off, goal, assist, save. Penalties are either 30 seconds or 1 minute. I say again, when we get a penalty, we're a man down. They get a penalty, we're a man up.
Oh, you're going to repeat your lines?
I'm just helping the good people out there watching lacrosse for the first time, all right? I'm a color guy. That's what I do. I'm colorful. I have a lot more colorful language, but damn it, I can't say what I really want to say.
No. Do you know that there's kids out there that get scholarships for lacrosse just to do the face-off?
Yes, they do.
They do the face-off and then they run off the field.
Yep.
And they get a scholarship for that. That is amazing. Why did we not train Brendan to learn how to do a face-off?
I will say it to the day I die. God, I wish OA lacrosse would be one. I'll say it again.
My gosh, I would have killed to play.
We want to thank
lacrosse.
Roland, our crack cameraman, for hooking us up. And thanks to Roland, because without him, we would not have the duo.
Nice save,
announcing
Noah.
the game. So thank you again, sir. He won't, he's a professional, he will not comment, but he just gave me a nod. That means thank you.
Oh.
Did you
Nice.
hit end score?
Nice, nice. Number 7. But
Dougie! Attaboy, Dougie! He's like a weeble wobble, Wendy. Although technically he did fall down. He weebled, he wobbled, then he fell down, but he also scored at the same time.
it was an action shot.
Action shot. I like the weeble wobble action. I like saying the word weeble wobble. Is there anything wrong with that? It's a very, very fun word. Is that a young Nick Mosader over there?
It
in
is.
the crowd?
Don't yell, please.
If I want to. Face off again. 5-2 Oliver Ames. Tigers versus the.
Look at Ben. He is into the Ben coach. Is that him bending down? Ready, like he's right in there with the face off.
Got some bumping going on, which is good to see. Lacrosse is a physical sport. I still say the girls should be able to wear full equipment and have at it. That's just me.
I think the girls would like that.
And the girls very much like it. And in this age of equality, seriously, if they want to play full-on contact, let them. Boy, again, setting up. Oh, the sun's out, Wendy. You should be happy.
Where?
Can't you see it?
It's behind us.
Oh, good save by Lucky.
Ooh.
Oh, that was tough, though. Wesley Tower with the goal.
6-2 away.
I'm serious. This goalie's making some good saves. He's getting
That was an
kind-
awesome save. There's
he's
nothing you can
getting-
do about that.
He's getting assaulted. Six to 2 now. at 6:15. So, you know, Wendy, they're not doing the ISO game tonight. They're doing more of a team float offense, I think. I think last night has a lot of isolation. ISO is another lacrosse term in case you don't know.
I did not know that.
Now you do. That's why I'm a color guy.
Oh. Oh, lost the stick. Lost the stick and the ball.
Defense has got to love it when they get to run up the field.
And Kevin, do you know how the defense is allowed to run up the field? What has to happen?
One has to go back.
Yes. Very good, Kevin. Very good. All the years watching.
Listen, I know these things. Oh, ball's out. Ball's out. Oh, 25 might be check.
Maybe. Check not on there.
We're missing half the numbers.
Yep.
You know, Wendy, I'm going to use modern technology and ask his parents, what number is your son?
There you go. Keeping calm, Attleboro. Nice save by Noah.
Noah having a day. Have a day, Noah. Have a day.
Oh, uh-oh. Oh.
Yes, sir, Carter. Let's go, Keaton.
That was a
That was
frustrating goal.
That was a mishap.
I think his cheering section messed him up when they called him the goddess.
Distracted him.
Shake it off, boys. Shake it off. 6-3 now. Got 2:32 to go in the first half. Face-off being set up. Jake is in, number 15. Number Jake is in. Look at that. And his mom is very excited. She's bouncing up and down. 15. Jake.
Ah,
Why are these numbers wrong? So he's 12?
he's 12. He's right there. He's out there, number 12. Oh.
You go.
Come on, Easton, don't break down now.
Again, shame on the MIAA for giving us a faulty roster. I don't get it, Wendy. I want some heads.
He's 12. Look at her. She is lickety split. Jen, back with the battery. Oh, you are so fast. Yes.
Thanks.
Please tell people. They'll tell us your name. But I think what we've discovered is I'm grandpa. You guys
Yes, Red.
they've been okay.
They scored a bunch of goals.
Yeah, when I wasn't here.
Jake, look, Jake enters 15.
I don't know. His mom's saying he's number 12.
He is number 12.
Yeah. Let's go, Matt.
Number 12. Change it to number 12.
And then Drew Nicola is 25.
Let's go, Matt.
Okay. Attleboro is up catching up 6-5.
Okay, folks, we're fixing the roster as we speak. Put some names with the boys.
But as soon as you said 12, I remember that.
Shout out to Jen Devlin / Amore. She raced all the way to ECAT to get a battery. Keep this broadcast rolling. Not only is she a mother, not only is she the coach's wife, she's a runner.
No.
Six to 5, and we gotta buckle down.
Just need to regroup.
So Jen, do you know who number 12 actually is then?
Number 12
No, that's
is Jake.
Jesus Christ. And who's the other one we were asking for?
15. Okay.
I kept telling numbers from last year. I don't know these guys yet, I'm sorry.
We need to study that tonight, Jen.
Yeah.
Okay? Get that organized in your head.
Is that the end of the half? Because it still says a minute on the clock. Time out on the field, time out on the field.
The ref is, I don't know if he's investigating a stick or if he's helping this player out.
Kind of brings up the old George Brett pine tar incident against the Yankees back in the early 80s. George Brett lost his bleep when the ump said that he had too much pine tar on the bat. One of the all-time great nutties of all time. I mean, he got in his face between the spit, the tobacco, the profanity. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, this was very similar.
Mr. Tower very calmly and coolly walked away and is going to talk to his coach.
I don't know if he's helping fix a stick. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, they might be checking to see if it's legal.
Is that so?
If he's
okay,
legal.
Ryder?
Yep. Just checking to see if it's legal.
Could they put a cork in it, like a corked bat?
No. It's a pocket, Kevin. They need to make sure that the pocket is.
I think it's
It passed.
Survey says we're good. All right, minute ago in the first half, 6 to 5. The Bombardiers were bombing away. Ting!
What's their mascot?
The Bombardiers.
Bombardiers. What is that?
You know what a bombardier is?
No.
Like bombs away, the guy that actually hits the button to drop the bombs. That's the bombardier. Listen though, there's a lot of symmetry. Again, North Attleboro Red Rocketeers, Attleboro Bombardiers.
Okay.
You say banana, I say banana.
Alrighty.
Bombardier, Rocketeer.
Well, Brains was once a shovelman.
Really?
Was?
It was.
I wonder why they trade
The fans know that OA was the Shovelman?
Well, that makes
Thank
sense.
goodness
We
they
are
changed it.
Shoveltown.
Tigers.
Speaking of that,
Tigers
I
is
would-
much better.
You know what I'm gonna do after this game? I'm gonna go to Shoveltown Brewery. Not that they're sponsoring, but it's a great place to go.
They'll be surprised to see you there.
Yes.
You should check it out. You've never been there before.
I've heard it's a great time.
Over and back. Thank you.
What happened? Oh. Penalty? Oh, on bounds.
Keep it together, boys. Keep it together. 26 seconds left. 5, 24. Nice play by Cross. Noah getting after it. Gotta love the aggressiveness.
Back into that net.
Oh!
Oh, oh nice. Deflection.
See, who's 28? That was a good play. We know the number.
Five seconds left. Oh no, oh no. Oh,
Good defense, boys.
defense.
Good defense. Yep, gotta brag about my son. He just denied that. Good job, Brendan B. Halftime, 6 to 5. Real. We're back. We're looking live at Ames High School, Valentine P. Moscato Stadium.
struggle with that.
Because, you know, Brett Musburger when I was a kid on NFL Tell what I say, you're looking live at Giant Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. You would go through all the stadiums. It was kind of cool.
We want to wish Emmett a happy birthday, 8th birthday.
Emmett Devlin, nephew of the coach. So we do have a roster now. Hopefully we won't screw up too much on the names. Number 28, Michael Brannigan, captain. There it is. Give the kid his just desserts. Truly apologize for not having him on.
Let's go, Freddie.
I want to mention, Wendy, I'm sure you could agree with me how fantastic it is to see kids here cheering on their classmates and parents, as always. It's a great atmosphere here at the stadium.
It is really nice to actually see fans.
Even with the masks.
I'll take the mask if we can go to the games. What just happened? What's going on?
Offside, the righteous. A little bit of confusion going on. 6-5, 11:38 to go in the third quarter. 6:31. 55 degrees, Wendell. 55 degrees.
Right now we have the numbers.
Wyatt, the Sheriff Freshman, moving the ball. Ross, the Monster Carroll, over to Remy, Captain Creighton. Captain Creighton. Sounds like Captain Creighton from the Circus.
Oh,
One of the best movies ever made.
pass.
It is a John Wayne movie, folks, but I definitely highly suggest that you see it. A Monster coming with a nice hit. Hey, how you hit, Monster? Clean hit, Wendy. Clean. That's what it's all about.
There's a flag on the field.
Hey, man up, Keegan. Let's go now.
Now they're calling him off?
I don't know what just went on.
He hit him right in front of a ref, and the other ref said it was a penalty? Are you kidding me?
I think there was something on the other side, maybe? It's not a penalty. Oh, no, it isn't.
It is a penalty. So now we're a man down. How could he do that with that ref right there on the left? For those viewing at home, he looked at it and said nothing, and the other ref from across the field said it? Lenny, that's a bunch of malarkey. That's right, I just said it, malarkey.
Shame.
How do you make a call from across the field? Shameful. So, Wendy, they're on the power play now. Again, a little similar to hockey.
Yeah. Attleboro's moving the ball around.
Trying to find the soft slot in the zone, Wen.
Michael's trying to move it around. Passing it over to
Drew Nickla
Matt.
up top.
Matt goes
Brennan
for a
B
shot.
up top. Michael Brannigan down low. Jake Mantus out there as well. Nice save by Noah Island. Fine job by the OA defense. Noah to cross it from behind. Good hit. Hey, White, how you come back like that? Pick a teammate up.
If you're announcing, sir, there's no screaming. That's screaming into the microphone.
Well, technically, I'm cheering.
Hey, let's
what,
go,
what
Bags.
can I say? I'm a fan too, you know. I'm a dad. I'm a fan. I'm a color guy. I'm a OA graduate, class of '90. When did you graduate?
90. 91.
You graduated in '91. You were not in my class. You wanted to be in my class, but you weren't in my class.
No.
You guys copied half the stuff that we did.
Yeah.
Bombardier setting up their bombing run. I just can't resist saying it.
Number 7 setting it up to try to look for a quick pass.
Dylan Couples out there, number 9, helping on the defensive effort.
Let's go, Keegan.
Number 2 going in. Keegan. Oh, Goalie's going for the ball.
Oh, my bad. I forgot to mention Sean Chico Bach, another senior. Congratulations to him. He's number 3. I believe that covers the seniors there, one.
Is this Dylan, number 9?
Dylan Couples, number 9.
Oh,
Ben Cohen putting on the Jets. Setting up the offense. The monster comes across the field. Remy patiently waiting in the back. Back to Cohen. God, he's fast.
Remy.
Dylan
See?
stepped up again to help out the program and is contributing quite nicely. I say again, all you boys out there, if you want to play lacrosse, get into it. Oh, what a move by Remy.
Good effort by number 33 from Attleboro.
Over to Ben. Now Ben setting
Freddie.
up. Calling out a play. Ben turns on the Jets. Over to Dylan. Always exhibiting a lot of patience here, Wendell.
Lacrosse is a lot of patience. You move the ball around. You don't want to rush it.
7:54 left, 6-5. They want to get that second
Oh.
goal.
Down.
Good effort. Good
Remy.
effort.
Oh. Oh, they're losing the ball. Oh, gosh. Oh, boy.
$7:37 left. Clock has stopped. There's a whistle, so the clock goes back on, Wendy.
Are they still thumbing the whistle, Kevin?
I think they are thumbing. I see some thumbing action going. Yes, they got the vid mask on, so they have the vid whistle. That's a little similarity to the fall.
Yes.
You don't blow it, you thumb it.
Yes.
'Cause, you know, if you blow into a whistle, you're going to spread the vid.
Well, that I would say that you are spreading your...
What are the chances of you blowing your whistle right in a kid's face?
I don't know.
And you're outdoors.
I don't know.
I don't like it, Wendy. I don't like it.
Listen, I'm just happy they're playing.
Exactly. And we have fans in the stands.
Yep. And here's Drew Nickler. Playing great defense. Never played lacrosse before. Picked it up this year.
He's an
Doing
athlete. And he'll be attending Westfield State College. You know who else went to Westfield State College, Wendy?
I didn't know Drew's going to Westfield.
Drew's going to Westfield State. Myself being a finding out, class of 94. Couldn't be prouder. He's going to love it. It's the jewel of Western Mass, you know.
Yes, I think that's like one of the only friendlies that's still around.
In the beautiful, beautiful Berkshire
Do you know
Mountain
Friendlies has a drive-through?
area. Westfield has multiple friendlies. Because, well, think about it. Friendlies was made in Wilbraham. It's a Western Mass chain, you know. Remy just bouncing. And explodes. Nice pass. Put it in. Ben Reardon got denied. It was a nice play by Remy and a good try by Ben.
Pick it up, Remy. Oh,
Here comes Wyatt. God, Wyatt is an animal. Ooh, some F-bombs being thrown out there. You do not want to be saying F-bombs on Sunday, kids. Take care of the mums. Beat to his goalie. Nice pass up to the Sheriff. Sheriff over to Ross. Oh, a little bit out of reach.
too high, too high.
Six to 5. Got an exciting game here. Only up 1. Ben Ritter with a nice play.
Definitely getting scrappy out there. Nice. Nice score by 7.
Dougie.
Nice
Dougie
job, Doug.
Oliveira puts it home. At a baby.
Nice job,
Puts it right
Doug.
up 2. That group of sophomore fans is going quite ballistic.
That was Ryan Jaco, a loss to the lacrosse program. He went to private school.
That's right, Ryan did play lacrosse. Interesting. Drew comes up on the wing for the face-offs. Defense marking up, Wendy. They're marking up.
Ball down, ball down.
Carl Nelson once again doing a good job on the face-off.
Drew's getting very aggressive out there. I didn't
love it.
realize he was doing kicker for football.
Huh?
He was doing kicking for football.
Who?
Drew.
He was a soccer goalie.
Like, football was in the wedge season?
Oh, all right.
What,
Did not know that.
what planet do you live on?
Listen, it's a vid world. Didn't wreck my brain. That's right. They had the whole gap season.
It's called the wedge season, Kevin.
Nice save by Noah. Adios mio, Wendy, is all I'll say. Buenas noches, mi amigos, for those watching. Does ECAT have a Spanish translation? Well, I tried. See, Jerry Remy always says Buenas noches, amigos, as he announces that the Red Sox are televised in Spanish as well. So we can pretend that we're like Nesson. ECAT's a phenomenal station. Do not get me wrong. Remy just double team right now. He has no problem with it, though. Oh, he's falling down, makes the pass anyway.
Which, as always, we want to thank you.
To the captain, Michael Brannigan.
We want to thank ECAT for sponsoring this
Olay
broadcast.
Sports.
I think it's amazing that people can watch this across the country. Right? In soccer, we had people watching from Sweden.
Yes. Overseas, no doubt. Remy with a
Wow.
fire again.
Nice job, Remy. 7-5. Oh, 8-5.
8-5. That's got to be a hat trick for Remy, right?
Oh my goodness, yes. Well over.
So I'm wearing a cool away hat I would throw on the field, but I don't want to lose it.
No.
Nice Christmas present by my bride, my partner, Wendy. Oh, Wendy, oh, Wendy.
No one wants to hear you sing, Cal.
Yes, they do.
Nope.
Oh, yes, they do.
No, they do not.
I am phenomenal in my own mind.
Look at the whole field. There's a softball game going on, a baseball going on,
And we have a freshman in the game right now,
Hey.
Landon Gross.
a youth lacrosse
Number
practice
15.
going on. So exciting. Oh, special shout out. Did you know that Kyle Sarney broke his dad's high school running record?
No way.
Yep.
Kyle Sarney will be running for the Northeastern Huskies next year.
Something crazy like 9 minutes or something crazy like that.
That's awesome. Kyle the Assassin Sarney. Congratulations.
I dare say the crowd is packed. So while the towns, I think, are gearing up for their senior activities, I can't believe there's like almost as little as 8 days, maybe 7 days at this point left.
To the seniors? Wow, and then they have their parade on the 22nd.
Yep.
Line the streets, folks, all you Easton people, and cheer on these seniors. They had, just like last year's senior class, I think this class got affected more because they lost the end of their junior year, as well as, a lot of their high school activities. I don't want to get into it.
The parade will be May 22nd.
Number 9, slicing and dicing. Was that Eli? Number 9 is Eli, right?
I'm sorry. Yes.
Yes, Eli. Great name. Good maneuvers. Definitely faster than Eli Manning. See, there it is, Wendy. Eli, he wears blue. It's all good back to the Giants. Good defense by Remy Creighton helping out his goalie. Look at Remy just putting the Jets on.
Oh. Look at that. Backward somersault. Oh, no. Nice save. Oh, Brennan's going up the field.
Oh, Brendan Cross, firing. Good pass. Put it in, Ben. Oh, the kid wants an assist. That's the most Brendan's run in the last I don't know how long. He's not a runner. There's nothing wrong with that. And he made a heck of a pass, too.
Come on, come get it! Come get it! Come on, Blue!
8-5.
5. Oh, Wendy. Jinx. Now, listen, if we do Jinx, none of us can talk. So that would kind of defeat the purpose of having announcers.
That would be a blessing if you
So
could
then,
stop talking
I'm
for
gonna say
a couple of minutes.
Jinx, but no Jinx.
Come on, Keegan!
Bombardier set up their run. I just can't resist. There it is again.
Come on, Keegan!
I like that name, Keegan. Easy pickup for Noah.
Noah taking care of business.
Going around so we can see where he can go. Up to Michael Brannigan. Oh, Ben loses the ball.
Set up,
Nice
boys,
pass
set up,
over.
boys.
Oh, and in again.
The sheriff,
Nice.
Wyatt Fritchman, came in and just pounded that home.
They worked hard for that, passing that around.
9-5 OA. 9-5. Remember that movie?
I did like that.
And-
Working 9
Oh,
to
and
5.
you say people don't want to hear me sing, they hear you
I said-
sing?
I said
Do you
3
think you're
words.
Dolly Parton? There's only one Dolly Parton, Wendy.
No, I'm not Dolly Parton for sure.
Dolly Parton, Lily Tomlin, Jane Fonda, and Dabney Coleman. Funny movie. Roland, have you ever seen that movie, 9-5?
I loved all those
You
kind
ever
of
seen
movies.
9-5? Classic.
Oh my goodness.
It's a funny flick.
It'd be kind of old to watch it now because the cinema is just bad.
The what?
Like the graphics and everything.
Well, not really. It was made in 1981. That's just the way it was.
Right. I know that, but I'm saying compared to movies now, it's hard.
Brendan Cross again with the move.
It's sometimes hard to watch.
Nice pass, B.
Come on, Danny! Come get it, Danny!
There was that whole slew of movies. What was that movie with Goldie Hawn and she? Was it Kurt Russell was her husband? No, who was her husband? Oh no, it was Chevy Chase, right? Was her husband?
Oh, those movies
What
were
was,
hysterical.
what was that
God, what
movie?
were they?
And he was hiding out in
I
the.
know. Oh, what was it? It was so funny.
And then you had those were all those movies like that were on Sunday on Channel 38.
I gotta look it up.
I used to love Sundays. There would always be movies on, cartoons. Davy and Goliath. I used to love watching Davy and Goliath. It was the only thing that was on at 7 o'clock in the morning on Sundays.
Folks, my wife just took the sleeve of her shirt and wiped my nose. That's very, very kind. Shows the love that we have for one
It's
another.
gross. You were dripping.
End of the third quarter, folks. 9-5 away. They're working. 9-5. All right, well, let's see. Let's set the table. It's 9-5.
Oh, Peter Moore. I remember back in 7th grade.
Oh, Pete,
His
she had the
locker.
hots for you. She had the hots for you, Pete.
His locker was next to mine. I was so excited to anytime you could go to your locker. You know, back then when you went to lockers?
Yes. Do you know the kids don't use lockers anymore, Jen?
I would love to go to the locker because Peter Moore would be there, and then Jimmy Curtis would come visit, and Shannon Cobb. It was very exciting. It was a
once
hot
again,
place to
Wendy
be.
wanted to be part of the class of '90, but she wasn't. You were 91. Get over it.
I loved my locker location, 7th grade.
Now it's 54 degrees Friday
Oh.
night.
Peter Moore reminded me of Ralph Macchio.
Oh, God.
What?
Yes.
I can't give you that.
I think he looked very similar.
Pete was a beast, but he was not Ralph Macchio.
I wouldn't have classified him as beast. No offense, Peter.
He's a hell of an athlete.
Oh, he was a very good athlete. I loved going to my locker.
54 degrees, Wendy. It's even colder now.
Those were the
Stop
days.
complaining.
That hallway, right, where you looked over to the.
That's back when OA was like half the size that it is now.
No, we were right next to the on the back side of the auditorium that looked out onto
The A-wing?
quad. No, I'm talking about middle school. No.
Oh, Miss Armstrong. I had her in the 7th grade. She was an English teacher. Oh, Ross just got whacked. Remy picked it up. Remy takes a look. Good shot by West Tower. West wants that second goal. He can smell it. He can taste it. It's kind of like pizza. You smell it. You want to taste it. You want to eat it.
What?
When you smell pizza, you want to taste it. You want to eat it. When you smell a goal, you want to taste it. You want to eat it. Same thing.
In fact, we're gonna have pizza tonight for dinner.
Oh, nice.
We'll get it from Mary's
New York pizza.
employment. I'm not doing an advertisement for him. Just commenting that's where my daughter
Just saying.
works, and that's where we're going to order from.
I got scolded when I was doing these soccer broadcast checks. I kept saying this game's sponsored by.
She's not listening to you.
She's talking to her nephew. I can't blame her.
I know. I'm just saying she's not listening to you. You're talking to her. And she's not listening. She has the ability to tune you out.
You've been tuning me out for 21 years. Oh, good collision.
Nice.
The sheriff goes down.
Nice save by the Attleboro goalie.
Lucky man, I'm telling you. He's a good goalie.
He's a very good goalie.
What's his first name again? Harry? Here
Harry.
comes Elijah. Elijah with the maneuver.
Denied by Noah. Denied. Oh, and if anybody was really interested to know what the movie was that I was speaking of, is Seems Like Old Times. Came out in 1980.
Chris Boudreau, what's up, buddy?
We're on air. You're not taking phone calls. I guess I will speak for him. So, it was Goldie Hawn and Chevy Chase, and Seems Like Old
Who?
Times.
All right,
Great
done.
movie.
See ya. Okay, we're getting some of our roving fans are coming back. This is a shout out to Chris, excuse me, to Chris Bowdy Boudreau and his lovely wife, Ro. Join us watching the broadcast. And guys, just so you know, it's 9 to 5, always up for. Ro and Bowdy are currently empty nesters.
I'm
Their
getting
daughter
text-
goes to Union, and their son goes to Tufts. Congratulations to you two. Bowdy's received a absolute boatload of stimmy checks. I'm kind of jealous. He still doesn't share with one of us. None of us. Keep them stimmies coming, Bowdy. Keep them stimmies coming. Fourth period now, folks. Always got to clamp down. 9 to 5.
Did Ben play lacrosse in college and high school?
No.
No? He just picked it up?
He started coaching at Catholic Memorial.
Okay.
It's a long story, but that's where he started, and he didn't know the game at all. So he had a good teacher who was his assistant coach, and he learned from there. It's
Awesome.
like 20 years now.
He has
I'm
some
saying though, but
fabulous
all
coaching.
kidding aside, and his boys would run through a wall for him.
Yeah.
And he's awesome at teaching. That's why I keep saying, any of you kids out there thinking about playing lacrosse, well, it's a great program. You'll learn.
They're great kids.
And you'll have a great time under Coach Devlin.
Got Coach Cohane's the assistant,
Tom Kilkelly.
and Tom Kilkelly's the other assistant. Shame on me. And I have to give myself a shame, because I forgot Kilkelly's name. Sorry about that, buddy.
Yeah, Coach Kilkelly is the JV coach.
I admit it.
Shame. Shame.
Coach Cohane's one hell of a JV coach, let me tell you. Twinkle Toes out there missed the ball. No one's ever called Brendan Thomas Cross Twinkle Toes, but I can. Because I'm his dad. Ross the Monster Carroll. Doug Olivera, he wants another goal. Oh, stolen by Ross the Monster. Oh! Ben, nice play by Ben Reardon.
Nice job, Ben.
Make that 10-5. 5 and dime. Dime and 5. Are there any 5 and dime stores around here?
I don't think so.
That might be a New
I think
Jersey
you're
thing.
aging yourself.
That might be a New
Probably
Jersey
not
thing.
anything that costs $5.
I don't even think.
Well, Sam, I mean, the dollar store, you can't get stuff for $1. It's like $2.
At the dollar store you can.
But there's also $2, $3.
Not at the dollar store. Everything's $1.
Lies.
Five below.
Five below.
You'll have things that are $1 and $2 and whatever. But at the dollar store, everything's $1.
My source have told me that they have more than $1. Rem on the move. Oh, he dropped the ball.
Maybe. Everyone moving the ball around. We got
7:46 left.
Michael Stratton. I apologize, I'm saying the last names wrong, but I'm trying. Dan White. Move the ball around to Keegan. To Carter.
Good save by
Nice
Noah
save by
again.
Noah.
Oh, a sideline explodes with enthusiasm. So, you know, Coach Devlin said he wanted execution. Well, I want enthusiasm. We'll call it the double E.
Okay.
Just not the triple E. Those friggin' mosquitoes come back. If it's triple E again, I'm going to snap.
Yes.
The vid,
That
triple
will-
E,
That would
enough.
just really put a cap on
Enough. It'll be locust.
Finally
Nice play by
outside.
Brendan Cross.
You know,
The
to do
defense in
things.
general doing a great time today. Great job today. Brannigan, Nicola, Jack the Hammer Maggot. Defense has stepped up, boys and girls. See what they're protecting the crease. Another term for you. 6:39 left.
I'm gonna zigzag in and then pull back.
Nice save
Nice
by Noah.
save by Noah.
Jake Mantus with some nice defense on that shot.
Manthos.
Mantus. 44, 45, whatever it takes. Another Mr. Mom reference. We're all about the 80s movies. Talking 9 to 5, Mr.
Let's say
Mom.
one of the best movies ever.
Seems like old times.
16 Candles.
16 Candles classic.
Was that the 80s or the 90s?
80s movie. 80s. Team defense again. Dylan Couples. Dylan just knocked him down and not even hit him! Dylan just literally he just faked that kid out of his shoes. The kid fell. Remy, it's a shot to the head. No whistle. Doug Olivera coming to protect his teammate. Remy surveying the field. Oh, he wants to fire that. Fire it! Fire it! Ah! Thumb me the whistle.
He has a great underhand shot.
He scooped it when.
He didn't scoop.
We're going to call it the scoop shot. It's the scoop shot, okay? I call it scoop shot. It's a scoop shot.
What do you call the type of shot where they're coming down? Underhand shot, right? Yeah, see? He plays lacrosse.
Undershot.
Same thing. Underhand, undershot, better than scooping.
Like Captain Underpants? Great book.
That's called an undershot.
Granted, it's for like 8-year-olds, but I
Ooh,
turned 49. I
We
have
have
a
a
mentality.
penalty.
of
Oh, we have a
8-year-olds.
double penalty going on right now.
So then we're man even and win. We're not
Yes.
down or up. We're going to say it man even. We're
Yes.
gonna call it a draw, if you will.
Yes, I agree.
Dougie Olivera with the penalty. That's a no-no. And the Penguins are giving all the reasons why.
That was a long explanation.
Talking to Coach Devlin. Clock is stopped at 5:35.
Oh, there's a whole discussion going on. We were so busy talking about the different types of shots, we missed the penalty.
I don't care. I'm still calling it the scoop shot.
It's not the scoop shot.
You can substitute.
Agreed.
You can substitute. You can say, oh, it's the Rocky Road. Chocolate, vanilla. Maybe throw a pistachio in there.
Not the scoop shot. Scooping is when you bend the knees and scoop the ball up.
But scooping is you're scooping the ball. The scoop shot is you go under it.
It's just an underhand shot. Thanks for the backup. All right, I guess the controversy's over. They've done discussing penalty. They've lost track as to where the ball is. Are we gonna do a draw here?
Still a pause in the action. Could this be considered a pregnant pause?
I don't know, Kev.
What does a pregnant pause mean?
I don't know.
Having never been pregnant, I witnessed pregnancy, but what does it mean, like a pregnant pause?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Oh, yeah, there's the ball.
Is it like the pause before you squeeze it out? Oh, you push that bad boy out?
I don't know, Kevin. Let's move
I
on.
think it means it's just a longer,
A longer
bigger
pause.
pause.
Thank you, Jen. You had such.
Not only is she the daughter of Mrs. Amorum, you're still out there, Mom. Love you.
She's adding the
Back
backup.
to the action.
The backup that
5:31
I've
to
needed
go.
all these years.
10-5, always up against the Bombardiers of Attleboro. Which, by the way, I have to go to Attleboro. They have the GI Joes, really good military, Army Navy store. Got a uniform. Special shout out to my nephew. Oh, Brendan Thomas with the drive again. Pass it to the monster. Anyway, so Paul Heffernan is going to be commissioned in the United States Marine Corps. God bless him. Here we go to the basic school. Semper Fi. Shout out to Jen's dad, Mr. Amorum, Vietnam veteran, fellow Devil Dog. Hoorah!
Hoorah.
Come on, OA, let's get it one more. Let's get one more. Remy working it.
4 minutes left. 4 minutes and 44 seconds.
A little bump from 33. Oh, look at that, little fake. Oh, he asked for it, he got it.
Now, was a penalty on Remy or was a penalty on Blue?
Let's see.
I'd say it's on 33.
My mom gave you a thumbs up.
Excellent.
Mrs. Amorum, don't give him a thumbs up.
Remy just worked that ref. Give me an analogy when you think of one quick. Because I have like 15 dirty things to say, but I can't say it because we're on cable.
Remy is attending and playing lacrosse at University of Tampa. Correct? Yes.
That's a cool fact, but I wanted something like work that like a.
Oh, I don't know. I
Work that ref like a.
I don't know.
Like a.
I was more
Like a
interested.
sushi chef chopping up some shrimp. Slicing and dicing. Working it. What do you call the guy that like flames the food when he throws the shrimp in your
chef?
face? No, it's not a chef. It's an actual chef. It's like like a hibachi grill.
Yeah, I don't know. He's a chef.
No, there's like a certain name.
I don't know.
4 minutes left. Chris and Ro, what do you call the guy at a hibachi place? It's more than just a chef. I mean, that's a skill. You put the
You do
onion,
go to school for that.
You put the onion ring, and then you put the gas in it, and make a massive flame come up. It's fantastic.
Volcano.
Flame, you know.
Attleboro is playing tight defense.
They got to open it up. They're down 5.
I know, but
Commit. Be aggressive. Come on, Remy, put this thing away. Oh, Remy, yes!
that is what you call patience. Nicely executed.
11-5. Very nice. That's about at least 5 for Remy, I'd say, huh? One more, it's a double hat trick.
I'd say he hasn't won that.
I'm saying at least 5.
He's a fabulous player.
So if he has at least 5, the Sheriff has at least 3. So we're missing 3. Game paused at 3:31.
Oh my gosh.
Jen, your nephew almost just spilled.
But it's a nice save, nice save.
Remy taking the draw. Carl sitting this one out.
Oh, oh. Yeah.
Oh, he wants another one. When there was the scoop shot, call it pistachio, call it Rocky Road, whatever you want to call it, it's a scoop shot. Not the Captain Underpants shot, okay? I'm not calling the Captain Underpants shot. That's plain nutty.
Didn't say underpants, I said undershot.
I'm not calling it Captain Underpants. No, I
It's
won't
not.
do
It's
it.
under. He does have that shot mastered. So nice and fast.
Sheriff Frischman looking for something. Remy wants some more. Got Monster over there. Over to the Monster.
Who's number 4?
West
Tower?
Tower. Well, yeah, West had a goal. West might have had 2. I know West had at least 1. So, actually, no, wait. I got it. West had 1. Dougie had 1. So we'll say Remy had 6.
Just making that all up.
And the Sheriff wants another goal. Nice pass. Goes back to Ryan behind the net. When they're working the box, they're working it. I want to say hello to Billy Maloney. He's actually a teacher in Brockton, Massachusetts. Married a lovely Easton girl, Lisa Robinson. Ironically, Johnny Robinson's here. Not that that's ironic. It's his daughter plays lacrosse afterwards. She'll be playing for OA next year, Wendy.
Yes.
Oh, special congratulations to the OA girls. Another goal. Who put that one? Monster?
Yes, he did.
Ross the Monster Carroll. Very nice, very nice. Billy's a baseball coach. Billy keeps the most honest score in golf you'll ever see, ever, from anyone. It's very, very impressive. Shout out to Grampy Nigro. He turned 80 this year.
Not as good a score as yours, Kevin. I
No.
That's
Listen, no.
close.
Billy's actually a golfer. I'm a hacker. But Grampy turned 80, and we went down to Florida. Well, Florida and South Carolina. What's the difference? But he made it. He had his oxygen tank with him, and he was good. So the OA girls got their first victory earlier today. This is fantastic, by the way. Maybe it's a COVID thing. I love the double headers. The girls and the boys varsity. It's fantastic.
I wish they would do this all season.
Being the selfish person I am, that way we can see our daughter and son play and not have to worry about picking which one to go to. What was the score of the girls' game? Like 10-1?
No, it was like 10-3 or something.
2:08 to go, 12-5.
What's the whistle?
A lot of thumbing going on.
Oh, it's a timeout. Timeout!
That's why they thumb the whistle.
Julia's shaking her head.
Attleboro definitely needs to set up some sort of Captain Underpants shots. Jake's mom still upset that she came in here and said congratulations to Brennan and she was on the air. She also flipped me the bird. For those at home, that means she gave me the finger.
Now she's even more horrified. She's never going to stand in front of the press box again.
2:07 to go. What could Attleboro be talking about? Hey, boys, we need 7 goals in 2 minutes.
You can do it.
I tell you, goals do happen fast and furious in the game of lacrosse. There's no denying that.
Play to the end of the whistle.
Shouldn't you do that in every sport, Wendy?
Absolutely should.
I mean, this is just a bevy of activity. We have a softball game going on over there. We
already
have a
said
baseball
this.
game going on over there.
I said
Yeah,
the
but that
tone.
was before. And now I'm the color guy, so I'm putting some more color to it. We see orange uniforms. We see some red uniforms, orange socks. It's all about the color.
It's very exciting to see all the activity. Okay, we have 2 minutes left in the final period. Quarter.
See if OA can lock this up tighter than Mark Whiteside's wallet.
Jeez. Congratulations to the Whiteside. Their son is going to their alma mater, Syracuse. Congratulations, Will.
The stump is going to Syracuse.
Jen, how is it having an empty nest?
It's weird.
Very
It's
weird,
very
different.
weird. It's different. You know what? At first, it's very different, and then you want them back, and then they come home, and then you want them to leave.
If you want to go back to college, yes.
It's nice to have them home.
I can't wait to fumigate Brendan's room. I'll be devastated when he leaves, but I'll be happy for him.
The first one's a tough drop off.
Yep.
A minute 41 to go.
We already have our hotel booked for Parents Weekend. Very exciting, very exciting.
We didn't have
Monster, pull
No,
back.
no.
It was virtual.
Oh,
I think they're just going to try to eat the clock here, boys and girls. Special shout out to Pete Powers, who made the trip to Kiowa. Special shout out to Ron Wells, who's still so secluded into his house because of the vid. Haven't seen him in a
Come on, buddy. You can
eon.
Nice
Ooh,
pass.
nice
Teddy
save
Q
by
still working
Harry.
the vicious streets of Braintree. Paul Skipper Bertram going to, I don't know, house number 4, house number 5.
Here
Get it done.
comes
Get on him, Brendan. Whack him. Nice. Up. See, he tried the scoop shot. Didn't work. His was more of a Captain Underpants.
no. It's an underhand shot.
33 seconds left. 30 seconds left. Count it down, boys. Count it down.
Are we going in one more shot?
Oh.
Nice
Oh,
save.
nice save.
Nice save by Harry.
Ben tried to sneak one in.
Ooh. Ooh. Aggressiveness. We do not want.
Up, they thumbed the whistle with 6.5 seconds to go. Come on, ref, let it go.
Well, they were attacking Remy a bit. Just saying.
33's been very, very aggressive. He's upset, you know. No one likes to lose.
Oh.
OA closing in on their
Is Remy
first.
getting a penalty too?
OA closing in on their first victory of the season. Remy took his helmet off. Something tells me he's out for the rest of the game. In comes Dylan Couples. Remy gets congratulations, pat on the back by Coach Ben Devlin. With this win, OA will go to 1-1, 1-1 on the season, just like the girls. Start the weekend off right. Because God, I hate losing. Four, 3, 2, 1. It's over. The horn sounds.
Well, congratulations to OA on their first win of the season. Thank you so much, Attleboro, for coming with a good game. Played hard, never gave up.
Very
Good
true.
job. And good luck on the remaining of the seasons to everybody, and keep safe and healthy. And thank you again to ECAT for broadcasting this for us.
And if we get to do another game, that'd be fantastic. But I want to sign off like we did in the fall by saying, stay classy, Easton.